What's good, y'all? It's Cliff Mega, and this video is about what I think about spirit science. Now, this video is long overdue. I was supposed to do this, I think, from last year, but now I got the time. I just want to jump right into it. I think it's the one where it says about, yeah, it's talking about human origin. So it's a part in there because I think there's about an hour long that they talk about how these, the Martians came down here, whatever, and they had a conscious thinking of the Lucifer project, whatever. It was just a conscious thinking. There wasn't actually like Lucifer or the devil. It's just everybody was thinking of that savagely and thinking of self. And they brought that way down here to Earth, which in Earth was the majority of females and stuff, and we lived completely different. We didn't even have that type of thinking. So when they came down here, it was a little beef, blah, 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 this and that. And what they did was they start introducing us to all these things, whatever. Basically, like what's going on now. All these new technologies and all different things. So I'm like, if this story is true, then the same thing that happened back then is happening now. Look at your TV, look at your computer, everything to keep us away from nature whatsoever, the way how we supposed to live. We run away from nature. We don't like that, and that's you're not living good because you don't have a house or your house don't look like this. Everything, like if you check out spirit science, everything that he said in that, and he was talking about this is from the past, like that's happening right now. Like just like I said, take a look at it. It's very interesting whatsoever. I know a lot of people within the conscious community looked at spirit science whatsoever. A lot of them, you could tell with some of the stuff like how they talk whatsoever. But they got some pretty interesting things, and that's one thing to look at. Like I said, and you could kind of like I said, that's believable because a lot of stuff. Like I remember me and my wife, we was talking about sex one time, and I told her, I said, certain, certain sexual things I would have never, I would never think of like that. I couldn't create something like that whatsoever. Like, I'm like, where does this come from whatsoever? And I'm like, it's bugged out. Like, I'm like, I know, like, this is not my thing. This is introduced to me. So there's a lot of stuff that's being pushed on us, being thrown out there in your conscious, having you like, whoa, and they trying to see how you're gonna react to it. And of course, the same way how he was talking about it in spirit science about the people, like it basically dumbed them down and they lost touch with nature, like you said, with all this stuff about us spiritually leaving our body, astral projecting and all that stuff and being connected with the earth. It dumbed us down so that we don't have the slightest clue how to do any of those things because we're so used to like I got to get the next Galaxy, the next iPhone, all these different type of things. So other thing that caught me before like the cell phones really went big, I knew about 25 to maybe 30 numbers off the head. The only number I remember now is my two brothers from my other mother. I only remember their old phone number. I can't remember nobody number. When I get a cell phone, I don't even know my number. Like, can y'all remember like people's phone numbers like I used to? Anybody that's like in their late 30s and stuff. Like, I don't know anybody's numbers no more. Like, because technology advanced so much that it dumbed me down with certain things whatsoever. I'm used to like, I'll be like, oh, I know so and so number. I could call so and so. Now I put, you put the name on the number, so I'm just used to seeing the name. I don't remember the number. So anyway, you get a chance, check that out whatsoever. I think it's called Human Origin Spirit Science, whatever. They got some good material and stuff. Like I said, I seen this Spirit Science maybe about 4 years ago. Is it 3 years ago? It's been a minute. But it was a video I needed to touch base with and throw up out there. And like I said, what all they talking about, it's going on whatsoever. Like a lot of stuff is just dumbing us down, and what's bad is also messing up our health. Because anytime that we get these new TVs, The radiation it is higher. The phones, the radiation just from the iPhones alone is really high and it's killing us. So it's also taking melanin. I said this a couple times before. It's this bug is doing a lot of stuff to it in our health. It's changing up a lot of things about us. So anyway, like, subscribe, and definitely check that out when you get a chance. Later.